3 bedrooms, 1 level with a great meadow view and gorgeous Saddle Lake Farms. Colleen and David Black, Keller Williams Realty. Call on Colleen.
I'm James Spann. This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Thursday morning, the 29th day of October. Moist air is back and the weather will be unsettled as we approach this weekend. Let's go right to the Skycam shot to see if we can answer all your questions. Hey, it's raining this morning in Tuscaloosa. Rain getting in here a little early this morning. That's a view from the courthouse looking down toward Greensboro Avenue and University Boulevard. Rain falling at the Skycam over in Starkville, Mississippi. That's at the Comfort Suites on Russell Street, looking back over toward Scott Field. And down at Gulf Shores, looks like a little bit of fog there on the Alabama Gulf Coast. What a trough out there. Check it out. Big-time trough out west. Convection firing in advance of that. And there's a look at the regional radar this morning at about 5 o'clock, and you can see light rain falling from really near Birmingham over to Tuscaloosa, Columbus, and Greenville, Mississippi. And that seems to be with the northward moving warm front. So it could be that the better chance of showers will be with that feature this morning. There's not much happening down to the south. And boy, look at the temperatures out there in that trough. See some single digits. Big-time snow, already 1 foot of snow around Denver. They are just inundated. Denver up to Cheyenne. And you can see winter storm watches and warnings all the way from Colorado to North Dakota in advance of the trough. And out in the warm air, look at the flash flood watches. Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, Shreveport, Little Rock, Cape Girardeau, all involved in that. And yeah, we see those 2 tornado watch box areas out there in Texas and Oklahoma. Got a risk of severe weather today all the way from the western Gulf Coast up into Missouri and Kansas. And there's a look at one of the tornado watches up this morning. That one's up until 7. That includes Dallas, Fort Worth, Sherman, Denison, Ardmore, Oklahoma. And you see a pretty nasty line of storms approaching from the west. That's running from near Oklahoma City down to Abilene at 5 o'clock. Tomorrow, a slight risk for a pretty good part of Mississippi, Louisiana, extreme west Alabama. And the guys at SPC have opted not to include any risk in day 3, which is Saturday, as the models have backed off on the idea of this really deep negative tilt trough. And that's a good thing. We do not want any severe weather over the weekend, so that's excellent. QPF chart, heaviest rain, Houston to Shreveport to Little Rock to Indianapolis. The bullseye about 6.9 inches near Shreveport. That's a lot of rain, and that's because of the slow movement of this trough. Around here, the rainfall amounts vary from 1 inch over the Tennessee Valley to 1/2 inch near Mobile Bay. And here's the modeling. This is the OZGFS at 1 o'clock today at 500 millibars. Warm ridge over Florida, incredibly deep trough out west. And it's going to be a slow mover. At the surface, you can see how a warm front is lifting northward today, and that's the reason for the showers this morning. And if that thing gets north of us later today, the sun might pop out for a bit. The surface low is developing out there around Wichita Falls, Texas, and again, heavy rain and maybe some severe weather likely in advance of that west of here. Tomorrow, that thing's not moving all that much. The ridge is a tough one, and it's going to take its time. And Friday, the bulk of the heavy rain stays well to the west. About Lake Charles up to Shreveport and Cape Girardeau. Around here, Friday will be very mild and breezy. We might be pushing 80. I think the sun might break out at times, and the chance of a few scattered showers, but probably not that much rain tomorrow and tomorrow night. Saturday, the trough is lifting out in 2 pieces, 1 piece up in Canada, and you can see now with the trailing trough, instead of that negative tilt look we've seen, it's a positive tilt look, and that will really lessen the chance of any severe weather on Saturday. And the GFS run this time a little faster. It's got the band of storms coming through during the day Saturday, so again, it's a little model madness. The global models have really struggled with this. We'll check the NAM, and by golly, it's awfully similar. The really deep surface low is way up in Canada, and it doesn't show much of a secondary development down here. So if this is right, sure, it's going to rain on Saturday with pretty good chance of showers and storms, but minimal chances of severe weather. Midnight Saturday night, it's gone. And Sunday, a beautiful day, sunny and pleasant with a high close to 70. So again, the timing's still problematic. Instead of Saturday night, now we're looking mainly a daytime thing on Saturday. But the good news, no flooding or severe weather threat based on this look. But based on the model's inconsistency, you have to raise that flag and say that might change again. Monday looks fine. In fact, most of next week looks dry. There's Tuesday, Wednesday, a new surface high drops in here. That would be seasonal temperatures for early November. And a week from today, dry as a bone. And that's a good thing. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.